The highlight of my time here at Greenbrook Buick GMC is the relationship that I built in just a shorter period of time. Not only was I able to build relationships with inside the dealership, but I was also able to build a relationship with my mentors who invested a lot of time in me. From the first day I arrived at the dealership, my mentor Chris was waiting for me to introduce me to everyone. You couldn't tell who was more excited about me being here. They were all excited for me to see what they go through on a day-to-day basis. I was able to have fun while observing and learning about the different responsibilities for each role. Another quick highlight is the interaction that I observed between the general sales manager, the sales consultant, as well as the shop foreman, the technicians, and the service advisor. There is no beat down meetings, they're all encouraging words and they know how to have fun with each other. Some of the insights that I gained about how a dealership functions is that they're process driven, customer focused, they work as a team and work to protect their assets, front growth, CSI, and enhance profit by selling back-end products. They are always looking for ways to improve their business. For example, the dealership will be switching over to a new CRM and using a vehicle exchange program that will help generate more leads for the sales consultants. When it comes to being customer focused, they do not want to have an unhappy customer and always look to see how they can turn the situation around. In service, they work to make sure that the customer feels like a person and not just a number. As a whole, interaction between both sales and service is important as they have the ability to create business for each other. In a business, there's always opportunity for growth, even when you feel that you have met your goals. Areas that I feel that the dealership can improve in is giving the customer their whole experience, being consistent, and having awareness. I was able to observe two different scenarios in which the OnStar orientation was handled. In the first scenario, I heard once you get in the vehicle, press the blue OnStar button and OnStar will walk you through it. In the second scenario, the customer, the sales consultant, and I sat in the vehicle for 30 minutes as the customer went through the OnStar orientation. It lasted 30 minutes due to some technical difficulties. At that point, once me and the sales consultant got out of the vehicle, he advised that's why he liked to be with his customer from the beginning until the very end when they drive off the lot. On the service side of it is being consistent as well as not rushing. When rushing, you can make the smallest mistake, such as charging a customer for an oil change that was supposed to be part of the maintenance plan, or forgetting to put the oil cap back on after completing the oil change. Those are two situations that can turn into a customer complaint and in the service manager's hands for him to resolve. The challenges that this dealer will face over the next 2 to 3 years will be the talent pool for sales consultants and technicians and being able to retain them. Based on my observations of the morning trainings and role plays, there are sales consultants who still struggle with executing the sales process even with training 6 days a week. In the service department, it's hard to find qualified skilled technicians as they are not getting those who are college graduates. They're both important roles. Sales consultants are needed to help sell vehicles, and qualified skilled technicians can help with the reduction of repeat repairs. Something unique about Greenbrook Buick GMC is how they start off every morning. 6 days a week, the sales team completes a morning walkthrough, which consists of role playing. Afterwards, they transition into the classroom setting for training with the general sales manager. One of the topics the general sales manager focused on was their sales process, which includes how to present a vehicle to a customer, keeping the customer engaged, and allowing them to interact with you by asking them a question and allowing them to respond. Regardless of which department that I was in, I took advantage of each opportunity to be there for each walkthrough and classroom training. At the end of each classroom training, I felt like I wanted to sell vehicles. I was able to introduce myself to one of the dealership's most loyal customers in the service lounge. As the conversation continued, I was able to build a rapport with the customer and learn more about her just by asking questions and listening. I learned what type of vehicles her and her husband are currently driving and what she looks for in a vehicle. She advised that she had the opportunity to test drive a Buick Encore, but she likes the GMC Acadia and wished that we made a smaller version because if we did, then she would buy one. But she would call it a Buick Acadia as she loves Buick. That prompted me to introduce her to one of the new products that we will be releasing in 2016, which is the Buick Envision. So using my cell phone, I was able to keep the customer engaged by showing her photos of the exterior and interior of the Buick Envision. I was able to lock it down by getting the customer's acknowledgement that she'll be coming in for a test drive with intentions on buying a Buick Envision.